we're back everyone with some more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. And we are going to continue on in the Day 2 of the trial against Matt Arngard. Last time we got to listen to Shelly the Killer, who is providing his testimony via transceiver. And we are going to be listening to him more about his client, which he claimed to be Adrian Andrews. But before we get started, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, let's continue. And we are listening to witness testimony request taken. Request taking, I should say. This request came to me, about a week ago. There was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have made no mistakes. So you physically met your client, huh? That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Cross-examination. Request taking. Okay, request came about a week ago. Met at a certain bar. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was with the brief pause? Let's press further. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? I'm gonna say it was not important. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. Well, what do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. Wait a minute. That's when I thought, I can trust this person as a client. It's true what they say about talking face to face. No, Mr. Wright, was it any important? It was very important. Have I heard what I think I heard just now? Then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance. Huh? Really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought, I can trust this person as a client. Well, let's show him the real Adrian Andrews. Objection! I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time? Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. Well, what? Shelly the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. What? Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up about her. So what is the issue? Well, what did you say just now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh-ho! Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? This witness testified to the following, that he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking a request. But he has never met Miss Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. But what? What is going on? Shelley the killer. This court demands an explanation. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I like how it's sweating oil. I know he's just gonna spit out more lies. Very well, but this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. Witness testimony. Request taking, part 2. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of one creator and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. So you took this job through a letter. He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know, I can't make him suspicious. But I think we're okay, like we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination, request taking, part 2. Almost said tasting. Okay, he remembers he took the request by mail. Then times where he took without meeting the client. Of course, was for the murder of Kurita. 2 or 3 other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Okay, we're gonna press further. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes? Everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder why I was pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you were planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one? Well, wait! Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Yeah. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested for. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine. After the assassination of the target, I was to find the figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Kurita's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish. One of these was to find the bear figurine and to give it to Ms. Adrian Andrews.
Objection!
Shelley the killer. If he had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. As I was gonna burn it, for her sake. If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Order, order, order! So that's where you two were going. So by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Well, which means... It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Oh-ho! I like that breakdown scene. Oh, order, order, order! Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's not. That's enough. If that is your intention, there is only one thing for me to do. Well, wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise... What no, Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should... Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... The prosecution, What has come over everyone? Even you are... The prosecution rests. What is going on around here? Prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, and even though I'm reluctant, I must believe that Mr. the Killer's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley the Killer's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? If I end the trial here right now, then your client, Matt Unger, will be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews will be charged with murder. Miss Andrews would be charged with murder. Prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Unger, to the stand. The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Dude, did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You've done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you were innocent. Huh. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. Ongard? What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap, it's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? You'd better give Ongard a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. And with that, I am going to end here. And, wow. But yeah, before I end this video, I will say from this point on, you will get either the good ending or the bad ending of this trial. Which I should say that there was a good ending, the bad ending to Rise from the Ashes, which was the bonus case in Phoenix Wright, the very first game. Though I didn't show the bad ending, I showed the good ending. So I am going to show the good ending here. But if you guys really want me to show you the bad ending, I will show that in a future episode. But from here on out, the choices we make will affect how things are going to go, whether or not we get the good or bad endings. So, but anyway, we will see you in the next episode. We will finally be ending this trial. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and I'll be seeing you guys again next time.